Another snowman.
This is how you know you've taken the car to its limits. And it's still running. Apple 9 still works. Can confirm.
Welcome back to another episode. This one is very different to usual. We're in the Changbai Mountains in Changbai in the far northwest of China. It's the middle of winter over here. It's minus 30, absolutely freezing. We're over here with GWM to test out some of their vehicles in the snow, celebrate Chinese New Year, go snowmobiling, eat the local food. This is going to be bloody awesome. Proudly supported by Opus Campers, Ultimate 9, Superior Engineering, GME, and in part by. We begin this episode off at Sydney Airport, Australia, where we have a 10-hour overnight flight to Shanghai, China. We had some dinner on the plane and then tried to get as much sleep as we could. That went horribly. I'd say I got about 3 hours sleep, but pork noodle at 4 AM to wake us up for the day, and we were in Shanghai. Pho for breakfast number 2, made our way from the international airport to the domestic airport, where we would catch our second flight out to the Changbai Mountains. Hey, that's flight number 1 done. Now we're on to flight number 2. It's 0 degrees. We're going to be getting off. It's going to be minus 16.
Here we go.
Flight number 2 was approximately 3 hours and would take us out into the mountains of northwest China, where the temperature was absolutely freezing and the ground was covered in thick snow. From Australian summer to Chinese winter, this was a hell of a change. Nearly 24 hours of travel later, we've landed in Changbai and we've spent the last 10 minutes putting on as many warm layers as we possibly can. There's a lot of snow out there. And what is it? Minus 18.
Anything beyond minus 10, I'm putting everything on. I'm getting ready.
So we're getting ready to get out there in the snow. We're hopping straight on a bus, and it's I think it's about a 40-minute drive through to the accommodation where we're staying. That's cold. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's all in Chinese, so we don't know where we are, but
I don't know where we are or how we communicate it anyway. We don't really know much about what's going on. We're going to hope for the best.
they just sort of point and we just follow.
Now the reason for this trip is I was fortunate enough, GWM, the vehicle manufacturer, reached out an invitation to come over here for a few days to test out some of the new GWM vehicles, some of the ones that aren't available in Australia, and some of the range they currently have as well. So things like Tank 300, Tank 500, Tank 700. We've arrived here today and then we got a busy couple days ahead of us testing out the vehicles, doing some local activities, Chinese New Year celebrations. And then we got a big return travel on Saturday, so only in China for that 3-4 days. And then Laken is obviously here with me, Demi's brother. I just dumped all our stuff in our rooms here. So this is my room. There's a little medium in-between hallway thing, and then that's Laken's room over there. So I'll do a little room tour. I think we're about to go grab some lunch in a minute at the restaurant over there. And I believe the last few hours of today is just free time, bit of rest and relaxation after the big travel over here. Then tomorrow we're going to get into the activities. Or you can eat dumplings for lunch, which was delicious, and then spend the last few hours of the day exploring the area on foot. It's so cold that when I lick my lips and my beard gets moist, it instantly starts turning hard into ice. There's so much snow all around here everywhere. So that would be the main reason people would come to this destination this time of year to go skiing.
Well, if you look around, can you think of any other reason why you'd come? It's so cold.
Yeah, you can see it. Your beard is going to ice.
It's frozen. Freshly dropped powder.
That's like talcum powder.
Like icing. That's crazy.
do a temperature check on the weather.
I'm a little bit afraid to. Minus 20. It's going down to minus 28. That'll be fun.
After exploring our hotel area, we caught a shuttle bus about 10 minutes into a nearby village for some dinner and to enjoy the night. This village was so cool. I've definitely never been to a place like this before. Day 2. What temperature is it outside right now?
Minus 30.
Let's go. We were up early in the morning on day 2. A buffet breakfast at the hotel, and then time to get ready for a full day of activities. Day 2, the sun is just coming up. What's the temperature right now?
Minus 29, it's just beyond cold.
Show us on the screen. That's wild. Look at your beard's iced up.
My hands are free. You take your gloves off, 10 seconds.
You're done for.
That's it, done. Back on. We got this little device here. This is so we can understand Chinese. I'm now fluent in Mandarin. In the ear it goes. And then, yep, I got it. Copy. Yeah, we got photos on the move. Yeah, copy that. Yeah, moving out. Thank you, bye.
So we had a meeting with GWM to start off the day. They ran us through the track we would be driving, some info, and then we were off to a huge lineup of vehicles where we could choose the one we wanted to go in. So just finished up our little meeting over there inside and went through a bit about these vehicles and what we're doing today. So Lakin and I are in this one here, which is a Tank 300. I believe they're going to take us for a drive, and then after they've run us through it, we'll be able to have a drive of it ourselves.
This is the parameter of our Tank 300. It has a 2.0 T8H engine that produces 227 horsepower, and its maximum torque is 387 Nm.
It's an 8-speed auto. Pretty nice interior in here. It's all leather. Nice screens and all that. Heated. That's the main thing. Lots of heat in here. A short drive around the area to show us some of the terrain and tracks and give us a little feel for the vehicles. Before our turn to drive them, we got the chance to have a look around some of the highly modified GWM vehicles at the event. Some of these were very cool, and I would love to give them a drive on Australia's tracks to see how they go. Look at the shocks on it. This is like, I don't know, there's a shock. There's a shock. Both shocks have got remote res canisters. Big upper control arm. I don't know, someone tell me how that works, but it seems to be like a dual shock setup on the front of this. You got your 37-inch treps. Check this one out, it's got a bonnet exit exhaust, that's sick. So we're up to the part now where we test drive the vehicles, I believe. We got the Tank 700, which is exciting. This is the big one. We're on, how nice is this part? So you got a full screen dash there. You got a massive computer there too, which shows you everything. So we got the automatic thing here. I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're gonna figure it out. We're just gonna press some buttons. So I assume there's a start stop. So we're gonna put on brake. We're gonna start her up. We'll put it in drive. We'll have to work out how to put it in low range as well.
Well, the guy in the back can tell us, but he doesn't speak English.
And he speaks Chinese, so he just left.
Oh, he's gone. Alright, well, yeah, let's just figure it out then.
This is also interesting because it's the first time I've ever driven a vehicle that's left-hand drive.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be left-hand drive, and we've got to be on the right side of the road.
We've got to try and get this into English because
everything's written in Chinese.
Can we change the settings so it's in English? No.
No. Chinese only. My seats,
massaging. Yeah, same. I think shut the GoPro on that one.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
so you can get it. I was like, what is my seat doing?
Yeah, I thought his knees were my back. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm a player.
We haven't got to the off-road capabilities yet, but as far as interiors...
But if you're sitting in a car park...
Yeah, you're a very happy person.
Yeah, you're good. Oh, we're going.
We're going.
Go, go, go.
how's that but too? So while you're driving, you have a screen that shows you all around the vehicle.
Like it shows you under the vehicle as well. Oh, that's crazy, because while you're forward driving, you can see the obstacles under the vehicle.
Yeah.
So no spotter required.
So you got center diff lock, rear diff lock, and front diff lock, I'd say. So it'd be twin locked. And this is a hybrid.
3 litre V6 twin turbocharged with a P2 electric engine.
If you think about it, it's pretty wild. We're in China, in the Changbai Mountains, driving a vehicle.
Minus 30 degrees.
Talk us through it, mate. What do you think? How are you finding it?
It's massive, it's super comfy, but yeah, exactly what you're saying. The suspension, like we're going through, like it's snow, it's pretty bumpy, but like you don't feel anything. It just cruises through. Like for a 4-wheel drive luxury car,
Yeah.
I think you can't really go, I don't know anything else that really is the same as this. Like
Yeah.
for all the interior you're getting a 3 litre twin turbo. What's your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it's really fun. Super cool experience. The car's handling really well. It's all around good time.
Everything you need.
Yeah.
How good.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, it's great.
Very luxurious and comfy in there. It's actually got pretty good clearance on it. Well, there's a fair bit of clearance there. I don't know whether it's got a lift or anything on it or if that's stock, but there's a fair bit of room in the guards there. Seat heaters, seat coolers, cameras maybe, dual phone chargers. This auto gear stick's really nice.
What's that do? No. Off.
Is that...
Don't do that. I'm solo in this thing. It's real nice. I'm really thinking about just, you know, they say turn right, I turn left, I drive away.
Test drive is done. Now we're going to a conference or reveal.
Launch event.
Launch event, there you go. And now I think we're having dinner there too. It's coming up 4 o'clock now. It's
There's about
snowing.
400 GWM cars here.
Yeah, there's so many cars everywhere. It's wild. This is a huge event they've put on. It's a lot of cars and things and people here. Look, we pan around. We just got vehicles everywhere.
Hello, welcome China.
Hello. What a nice guys, just doing the vlog for me. We spent the rest of the afternoon at the GWM conference. They had some awesome displays of the different components that make up the vehicles, and then we finished off the night with another delicious buffet dinner. Day 3, currently minus 20. We just had breakfast and we're heading on to the bus to head out for another test drive this morning. How cool is this? Tank 300 that they have parked at the hotel here. This one's got 2 bonnet exit exhausts. It's got big snow tracks on it too. Day 3, we ventured further into the mountains to where they had a track set up with some obstacles to test out the vehicles on. The scenery out here is just absolutely incredible. So we made it out of the test track area. There's a lot of people yelling at us in Chinese and we don't know what we're doing yet, but there's a whole heap of vehicles lined up and I think soon we're going to pick one and drive it.
I just keep getting yelled at. Feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I don't know. They just keep interviewing me in Chinese and I don't know what they're saying. But I'm keen to test these cars for sure.
This view is so cool. The first four-wheel drive we were driving today was the H9 Havel. Once again, how bloody nice is the interior on these vehicles. So good to be inside a car. It's so cold out there. So we've been selected a vehicle. We got the Havel H9 this time.
Hello.
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 We've got 4-low, rear diff locker, heated seats. The track had a few different obstacles, including an articulation section, side slope, and steep climb. The articulation section we turned into a speed section and hit it as hard as we could. The side slope became a drift slope, and the steep climb became a launch ramp. But honestly, we figured we'd try to give these vehicles a bit of a hard time to see if we could break anything and what they were actually capable of.
It's actually pretty good. Like.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm driving it a bit silly, but it's impressing me.
Yeah.
Which I suppose that if we just crawl along this track, we're going to not really know anything.
Yeah.
But if I actually flog it, then I'll actually sort of see how it does. That's actually really nice.
Yeah. But it doesn't really feel like you've been flying it.
It's quite comfy. That's the H9 Havel done. Where are we going to now, Lakin?
We're going into the 700. This is the big dog, top of the line, all the gadgets, the suspension you can raise and lower in the cab. Massaging seats. I've said
This is going to be a good time. This would have to be my favourite of the GWM range that we tested out. The suspension actually shocked me at how nice it was, and the interior and features are just ridiculous.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I actually love this car.
Yeah.
Twin diff locks, pretty much all the capabilities and luxuries you can want. I worked out their IFS front and rear these, so they're kind of like a Y62. We'd done several runs of the test track. It was time to bump things up a little. It took some convincing, but we managed to talk them into letting us take these vehicles for a drift.
That look cool?
Yeah, that was that, mate.
Covered in snow, mate.
You're building up confidence.
Yeah.
By the end, you're just full Tokyo drift.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to turn the, keep putting me into snow mode.
Yeah,
I kept losing power.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to turn it off.
You filled this thing up with snow.
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to go again? I'll go again, mate.
You go again, you do it. What's happened?
We got kicked out of that car because somebody broke it.
No, you punctured a tyre, bro.
Oh, whatever.
Doesn't matter. That's why you got spares.
Yeah, that's it.
So now we're changing over to the H9 for some more drifting.
Is that how we're supposed to do it?
We had the windows open. We're going to be that wet in 5 minutes from now.
I'm soaked. That's a full send.
Another snowman.
Yeah, this is how you know you've taken the car to its limits, and it's still running. Havel 9 still works. Can confirm. They said take it for a drift, so I did.
So back from the test drive, we're going to go in there and have some lunch, but we're just looking out there. Today is a clearer day. And you can see Changbai Mountain itself way off in the distance there, so that's where Heaven Lake is, and the North Korea border actually crosses over that mountain range there, but that's pretty cool.
It's English for long white mountain.
A big hot lunch with a variety of foods. I just fell in. And then we spent the afternoon trying out some traditional Chinese activities which GWM had organised. That's a horse. Year of my birth, 1990.
that a dumpling or is that a...
That's a sausage.
What is that?
Oh, warm.
Yes.
Next activity, ice fishing. We have rods, we have a tent around us, and we have a hole in the ground to fish out of. What are you hoping to catch out here today?
I'm hoping there's some big salmon in there. Oh, it's so cold.
What are you using for bait to catch the salmon?
Cashews. I don't know what to do now.
That's it.
That's it.
You've ice fished. You've completed it.
I'll just leave it there and wait, or?
Yeah, I think so. What did we catch?
Here you go.
Nothing. Well, ice fishing was non-successful. Not really very exciting sitting on a freezing cold ice lake in a tent, to be honest. But hey, it was worth the experience and all the afternoon activities were super cool. Anyways, the day was getting on. Tonight we were celebrating Chinese New Year, which we were all very excited for. Happy New Year.
That was hectic. That shows up Sydney Harbour Bridge, mate.
Those fireworks are actually insane. That was so cool. What an incredible experience. Best fireworks I've ever been to. After the fireworks, we headed back into the local village for hot pot for dinner. Do you want to explain what tonight is like?
Hot pot, Gordon Ramsay chef. Make your own. You got to get the sauce, put it in the bowl. That's all I know so far. Please hold.
So yeah, you got to update after sauce.
Okay, sorry, I got carried away. So we've got our sauce right here, and we've got our plate of meat, and we've got some noodles. And what we do is we stick our meat and our noodles and whatever else we want into this hot thing, and it cooks. And while it does that, we're gonna get some vegetables.
This is ginseng liquor.
Am I having this?
53%.
That's the hot pot. Is that the ginseng? Oh.
How was it?
It was a lot of work, a lot of effort, and it wasn't what it was supposed to be. I thought it was going to be delicious. I thought it was going to be amazing. I did all the work. I put in the effort. I committed, and I got no results. It's just sort of like I got ingredients and just put them on a plate. I need someone to like do the quantities and get it together.
That's not why we come to a restaurant, because you pay a professional to put it together for
correct.
you.
This is why I'm going to get this.
Dessert will save the day.
That's it, every time.
Dessert was had, and then we were off to watch the nighttime performance. Day 4 and our final morning in the Changbai Mountains in China. Our plane was leaving at lunchtime, but we decided to get up early and squeeze in one last activity before we left. Last day in China, and we are going snowboarding. No, not snowboarding. Snowmobiling. Snowmobiling. So we got a few hours till our bus leaves to go to the airport, so we figured to make the most of the time and do one last activity. Our tour guide has left, so we're going out solo into the China wilderness.
Full trust.
Yeah.
Now we know what we're doing.
The language barrier is severe, so there's going to be some fair bit of sign language going down over the next few hours. So we caught one bus to a hotel, then they put us in a minivan which took us out into the mountains to the place. No one spoke any English, we didn't really know where we were going or what was going on, but somehow we managed to get it all sorted and got ourselves on a snowmobile. So we did it, we managed to communicate with them through the translator on the phone and hand signals. They've got us on a couple of snowmobiles, and then we're just following a guy out here through the forest. This is a lot of fun.
In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but it fought with expert timing.
What a truly amazing experience and adventure this was. Thank you to GWM for bringing us over to be a part of the event, and thank you to everyone that watches and enjoys our content to help make opportunities like this possible. I know it's different to what we normally do on this channel, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see everyone in the next episode.
But it fought with expert timing.